What I miss? Let's find out. According to the internet, Blumhouse might be what it takes to bring the Dark Universe back from the dead. No, I don't regret making that joke. Shut up. During an AMA that Jason Blum had on Twitter regarding his upcoming alternate timeline sequel to Halloween, one of the questions he got was whether or not he'd be willing to take control of the Dark Universe franchise, in which he gave a very calm and rational answer in response. Now, out of all the properties that Blumhouse has been trying to get their hands on since Paranormal Activity and the Purge franchises, with Friday the 13th being one of them, Dark Universe seems like the most plausible if it happens. The reason why is because Blumhouse and Universal already have a deal established with each other where Universal can technically call first dibs on all the projects that they have to offer. Will it happen? It's up in the air. And honestly, I haven't really heard anything from Dark Universe ever since The Mummy scared away all its producers and forced the Bride of Frankenstein movie into development hell. As far as my personal opinions go, I'm unsure. If Blumhouse takes over, there's definitely going to be more of a focus on horror than the action-adventure focus that they were initially going for. Which, personally, I think is still salvageable, especially if you first and foremost think about making the best story that you can make before establishing a universe in, like, the same movie that you're starting off with. Then you take those ideas, expound upon them in other installments, and there's your universe. Dracula Untold would have been a great start for that formula, if Universal Studios actually used it. Let me move on before I make myself mad. The Watchmen has been ordered to series by HBO, and Alan Moore can stay mad, bitch. So not only will this be HBO's first superhero show, but can we just talk about the cast right quick? Specifically Jeremy Irons and Regina King? Regina King? Like, I'm not gonna lie, I loved all of the Zack Snyder cuts for the Watchmen movie and was legit pissed by finding out that Warner Brothers firing him from the DCEU meant that he no longer is going to have producer credit in this show. But with Regina King and Jeremy Irons on board, bitch, I might. And while I know that the showrunner is one half of the creators of Lost, a show that I have never seen, I'm kind of interested in seeing what all new he has to add to the initial story. Especially now that HBO is willing to invest in shows like this, thanks to the success of Do Not Get Attached to Characters created by George R.R. Martin, the TV series. Despite the outcry from both social media and the cast, Disney has no intention on rehiring James Gunn for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, if you want to know my initial thoughts about the firing of James Gunn, you can click the card in front of my forehead because my feelings really haven't changed and I just hate repeating myself. But what I will say is that as far as Dave Bautista calling out and flat out rebelling against Disney, I am fucking living. Especially when Kevin Feige only tried to change Disney's mind once before going, oh well, and went back to business as usual according to rumors. At this point, in order for Disney to understand the point that everybody using the hashtag Rehire James Gunn is trying to get them to understand is if their pocketbooks are affected. After all, that's pretty much what got them into this mess in the first place. Netflix was experimenting with skippable ads in between TV episodes on their platform and peeps were not here for it. And I mean, I get it. Ads and programming is pretty much what separate Netflix from Hulu. Even though both of those bitches about to cost the same fucking thing, that's just me. But to play devil's advocate, it looks like they were only promoting Netflix shit. They haven't gone full YouTube. Yet. Also, it's not like Netflix never realized that shit that they do is a bad idea. When there's enough public outrage about it, they'll say I'm sorry and go back to the way shit was. With the exception of the autoplay trailer function, that shit is obnoxious and I hate it. I'm confident in believing that if this shit doesn't go the way that Netflix wants it to go, then they're gonna hold off on pushing this to SummerSlam right quick. Then again, I wasn't really a part of this test because they decided to hit random subscribers, so technically I'm speaking from a place of privilege right now. What? At least I'm acknowledging it. Tom Cruise is apparently the forerunner to play Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps movie. Guys, come on, I just got back to YouTube. Like, I haven't seen Mission Impossible Fallout yet, mostly because MoviePass won't let me. But despite it being good, all the press regarding the movie and Tom Cruise himself was like the longest I have ever seen anybody give anyone head in my life. Because going back to Dark Universe, motherfucker, I've seen The Mummy. The fact that Tom Cruise got his dick sucked so hard leading up to Fallout just tells me everything that I need to know. And this is not me saying that Tom Cruise isn't a good actor. This is not me saying that Mission Impossible Fallout wasn't good. This is me saying that he should probably stick to Mission Impossible and Jack Ryan. That this rumor was mostly due to the hype that was built up to Fallout. And as far as seeing him cast as Hal Jordan, bitch, can we not? Anyway, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below any news stories that I might have missed, and I'll make sure and try and cover them next week. If you want to help support the channel, you can purchase official merchandise by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description down below. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.